a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, a crew looking to make a statement, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Cavaliers will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Ivy. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
He's out of bounds.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Puts it out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Got him downfield. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it left. He makes a catch. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense. Looking to fire. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they are going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Virginia's offense will have its first possession of the game. And, David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Now, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense. And he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Biletnikoff Award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
Off the play fake on first down, lost the throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
All right, guys, let's talk for just a moment about Virginia. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week, commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David, and when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
And the Cavaliers will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A low line drive and short kick. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll leave it with him. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. Everything's bouncing and jiggling and rolling, and it's going forward, and he's loose. Touchdown, Cavaliers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Matt, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quarterback on the keeper. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
They go to the ground.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
He's brought down at the 36-yard line. Second down.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Fires to the wideout. Got it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
The best running backs are the guys that can just snip out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over.
He'll bring it out. It's Harrison. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Back to throw. It's Locklear. Finds his tight end. Makes him talk to the hand.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Cavaliers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low-line drive and not his best work. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll start this drive with a pass. Lets it fly. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this area of the field, everything has to happen faster. Decisions need to be made quicker. The ball's got to be out quick. Routes got to be snapped off faster. They were just way too late. And as a result, the defense gets the INT.
And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously, open over the middle of the field. But you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They'll run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch. It's Bennett. Gets it out across the 40. Stopped short of the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 41, and might they choose to go for it here. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And they are showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
They're working that left side. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Edwards. There he goes. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Wants to throw again. Moving out of the pocket. Got some room, entered the goal line. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
And the Cavaliers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Locklear. Takes the easy completion. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. He'll throw on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's pulled.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Carl Smith Center and Scott Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. He'll put toe to leather and get this 2nd half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
That's caught. It's Harrison.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking to throw, it's Locklear. Got his man. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. And the Cavaliers want to crank the tempo. Catch in the middle. It's Harrison. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Makes the grab. It's Perry. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to cap it.
Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. A first down run in the red zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Second down, they'll go to the air. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Virginia! The offense cashing it in on that drive. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Baylor is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Robert Griffin III, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to TCU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The hand to the running back. Makes it past the marker. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Looking for room. It's Edwards. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Hand off from the shotgun. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. 8th play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. Trying play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Cavaliers are in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Locklear. Pulls it in, it's Polk. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
To the air on first down. Pressure coming. hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They're going to run it to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Now the play fake. Starts to scramble to the left. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. He'll do it himself. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Trying to do it on the ground. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. Great place to start for this offense. To the air, it's Locklear. The short hands, it's Perry. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Perry. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Cavaliers will hustle to the line. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The sure hands, it's Thurman. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. To the air, it's Locklear. Makes the grab, it's Harrison. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quarterback strolling away from heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Courtney. Touchdown, Cavaliers! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. And now this offense will take the field again. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Breaks into the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
They'll go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment.
And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
That is how you end a football game. Closing seconds, great execution. Take the lead. This game is almost over.
And right down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to throw. It's Locklear. He wants a big play here late. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, a team ready to put on a show. Taking on another team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So NC State's offense will go on the attack first. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
Back to the ground game on the left. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. DB's right up on the receivers. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Bunch formation for these receivers. He'll start this drive going to the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. From go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Caught behind the line. It's Edwards. At the 35, he's got room. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Looking to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The corners are walked up tight. They're testing the right side here. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. It's complete to the right. There he goes. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. NC State on the move, set up with another 1st down. They'll leave it with the lone back. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll send the back in motion. The RPO, it's complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On target. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. Quarterback in trouble, just dump it right in the gut. Don't make him reach for it. Just put it right on the body of the fullback.
Yeah, Reese, you got to be real accurate when you throw to these guys. Not the biggest catch radius, let's just say. Moving forward, though, I think we're going to see this fullback play a big role in this offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. He's already
turning it on. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Looking to scramble. Get all you can. They get down with the slide.
Nice job by the defense that time defending the end zone. There was a pass play. Everybody covered up in the back end. And when they saw the quarterback take off, they were able to rally to him and stop him short of the end zone. Now what are they going to do on 4th down?
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Geno's for the time being. They're up by 10 over Tulane. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He's got it down the right side. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Rolls and fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. Nice pickup on the ground there. sticks with the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
He'll keep it himself. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Got his man. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Fires to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Absolutely center cut. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the left. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Bennett. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. He's got it. Breaks into the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. He wants to throw it again. It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. He's looking to pass. Oh, they're after him. Makes the catch and gets the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Leaves it with the back. Oh, it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
First half coming to an end. Offensively, you're trying to put a drive together, get back in this ball game. The last thing you wanted to do was turn the football over, dig yourself an even bigger hole. Not good execution by the offense.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
He might want another play. They'll go back to the air on second down. Complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold on. Offense.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab on the left. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking downfield on first down. He makes a grab. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Second down coming up in this red zone opportunity. They'll run it from the gun. Slams into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT makes it 14-6. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Sims. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Got the first down. Looking for more.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Toss to the outside. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Quarterback making checks. Takes it from the gun on third down. Lets it go to the end zone. It's caught. That's a touchdown. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll run this play from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down. Got his man downfield. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Give to the running back. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Defense in press coverage. He's got him. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They'll try to get the first through the air. He lofts one down the sideline. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Finds the finish line for the touchdown. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball.
Looking to pass. It's Bailey. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football. The defense able to knock it loose.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal coming up. Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Aggressive, 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 man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. And off to Jones. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Now this offense is back on the field.
42 Spiders. 42 Spiders.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Quarterback may change this route. Try to get it to the edge. Oh, he's got some space. And into the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This should be the last play of the quarter. Rides to back and leaves it. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. period starts with a second down play. On the option. He'll pitch it. Running to Green. There he goes. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
After the run, now to throw. With the catch, it's Hoffman. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
To the air on second down. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Open space at the 25. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game for him.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And the missed connection on third down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Good, right down the boulevard. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Ready to fire from the pistol. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. On the ground, it's Edwards. Turning it on! Knocked off his...
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down, and shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Wolfpack will get the 1st down.
And I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the 1st down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that 1st down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Catch in the middle. It's Hoffman. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks,
he's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. Spins away. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down and more. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Timeout is called with just a single second left. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Right back to the well. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros, and time has expired here. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge...